people, settle down. Because it's time.
Time for what?
Showtime.
When does it start?
Right now. 3, 2, 1.
Let's get on with the show.
Let's do it.
All right, everybody, it's Thursday here on the Daily Blender. I'm your good friend, radio pal, Jeffrey O'Brien, alongside Randy White. We got Ralph from the Weekend Warriors with us, and, of course, Harris is in the control room, and you guys are on the Fanatic text line, 888-368-1580, as we broadcast live in our super high-tech and luxurious studios in Scottsdale, Arizona. It's week 3 of the NFL. Starting today. And of course, we only have an hour and a half show, and here's what happens on that show. You should know better. I shouldn't have to say it, but here I go. I'm going to say it. In the first hour, 3 o'clock, which is now, we're going to do our Harmon Solar NFL Fan Pick'em picks. Then in the next hour, the 4 o'clock hour, but it's not even an hour because it's a half hour, from 4 to 4:30, we'll have Scott, the Fantasy Football King Ingle, on with us, and he's going to answer all your fantasy football questions and make your fantasy football dreams come true. So that's it. That's the show. Thursday is like the easiest show I think that we do.
It's not easy. It's fun. I think this is the funnest day that we do.
Since I'm the guy producing, because our producer doesn't know what to do as the producer because he's so new.
Well,
this is the only piece of paper I need today, and that is the list of my picks, and then of course answering the fantasy football questions, no problemo. So,
well, because I'm high tech and digital like that, I don't even need a paper. I've cut my computer screen here. That's full of my picks.
You're such a Gen Z. Whoa.
Yep.
By the way, Randy is in the lead in our hosts edition of the Harmon Solar NFL Fan Pick'ems.
He is.
What?
And he doesn't even need to be that techy.
Well, I mean, we're tied, but you won last week decisively with 13 correct. Ralph, I guess picking's not really you.
I was one behind you.
Unless,
gosh.
Maybe picking is you when you got a little something up your schnoz.
One behind you. One.
But outside of that,
I didn't know I was in the lead. Wow.
Yeah. I mean, we're tied, but I feel like you had a firm control over it.
Like a lead for me.
Yeah. So listen, stop being so down on yourself when it comes to fantasy football and picks and stuff, man.
I suck at most everything.
No, you don't. Stop underestimating yourself, Mr. White.
Well, listen, Harris, you barely know him. You don't have a right to say that. I mean,
I know him.
I have a right to tell him he's a magnificent bastard, and he can do this.
That
I need a T-shirt that says that.
I'm a magnificent bastard.
Magnificent bastard.
Sure, why not?
Yeah, why not?
Berg is right. It is a Kyler Murray show. It's just a little short. And by the way, he says, "Hey, Jeffrey, do you want this hat?" He got this hat in the mail. Berg he enters every contest that has ever been contested.
He likes to be. He likes a good contest.
He wins stuff all the time. So he says, "Hey, do you want this hat?" He says, "I know you like whiskey," and I'm like, "Let's see, Screwball whiskey. It's
peanut butter whiskey. No.
How about no? No, listen. I don't want peanut butter flavored whiskey. I want whiskey flavored whiskey, and I don't want any kind of orange flavored beer. I want beer flavored beer. So if it's whiskey, yes. Beer, yes. Anything else? Thank you, no.
You know, Scott,
appreciate you thinking of me, Berg, though.
Yeah, thanks.
You know who'd wear that hat? Harris.
Yeah, I have too much hair. Genuinely, the hat wouldn't fit at this point.
But you're more of a peanut butter whiskey kind of guy, aren't
He's
you?
a peanut butter White Claw kind of guy.
Oh, I dabble, Mr. White. I can
dabble.
I'm
You know what? I feel like punching you just for saying the word dabble.
I like quite the variety. And by the way, in terms of the picks,
it's just my immediate response. I can't help it.
In terms of the picks and me not doing it, I wanted you guys to get a little head start. So once I catch up, that's
there were a couple of years that I could have given everybody that head start and still won.
I'm going to give you
no
guys,
joke.
You guys are going to be up, and then you're going to get a little complacent. And what do you know?
After
oh my
this
gosh,
week,
is that
I
Triple
expect
H
to fall in the
running,
rankings severely?
Is that Triple H running at the speed of light to the finish line?
Nobody cares about you enough to talk about you.
Me. Oh,
I hate to admit it, but this is Jeffrey's thing. He's the guy that can do picks.
We'll see.
I'm not cocky about it at all, but I will remind everybody how many times I've won.
You see that bag that's tied to a bunch of rocks glugging all the way to the bottom of the ocean? There goes Randy.
No, that is not even true. Here's the thing. Look at where we're at. We're in week 3 right now. In week 3, you got a better sense and a better idea of who is doing what. Normally, it takes you about week 4. but I feel like we're getting a pretty good hold of who's doing well, who's doing bad, who's the surprise. I mean, we're kind of getting there. I feel a lot better about my picks this week, and I feel like there's not that many great matchups. What do you think are the best matchups this week? Ravens and Lions, that'll be fun.
It's pretty good one.
Yes.
I think
that's
Broncos
be a lot of
Chargers.
fun.
Broncos Chargers is interesting.
Yeah, I've got that as one.
Absolutely. Yes.
Rams Eagles will be interesting.
Interesting too.
Probably the best one.
Outside of that, everything is kind of flat garbage, if you ask me. I mean, is your team getting a win or your team getting their butts kicked?
Now, listen, I want to give you guys a little piece here of advice. The Arizona-San Francisco game, don't overlook that. Don't overlook that.
Well, we're not overlooking it. We're going to talk about it because A, we live where the Cardinals are. B, my best friend loves the Cardinals. C, my wife loves the Cardinals. And then outside of that, well, that's pretty much it.
Denver and the Sparklers of Los Angeles. Don't forget that game.
Yeah, it might be the best game of the week.
But if you look at this, even tonight, it's going to be a stomp. I think it'll be slightly competitive for like a minute and a half, and then the Bills are going to go medieval on the Dolphins. And then as you look down the list, Atlanta and Panthers, dear Lord, Green Bay and the Browns, Texans and Jaguars, oof. Vikings and Bengals would have been good if Joe Burrow was around, but I don't think that's going to happen. So Pittsburgh and the Patriots, it feels like it might become a game, but it has a lot of potential to not be a game.
What about the Kansas City New York Giants game?
Garbage.
I think that can be sneaky.
Let me tell you something.
Kansas City is 0-2.
No. Sunday night's when I'll make my move.
Really?
When you make your move.
When I make my move, I'm like, hey, baby.
What the heck?
Because she won't care that much about that game, and it won't be that exciting. So then I just kind of I do the yawn and put my arm around her. I'm like, hello, baby.
Yeah.
So the window will be open. Okay.
One of those things.
We've all done that.
What about the Dallas-Chicago game? I think that's going to be a yawner.
It's interesting, though,
I think Dallas wins that game.
It's interesting, but not watchable.
I do. I'll get to the picks.
You watch it, so I don't have to.
All right.
So anyway, we got spoiled week 1 and a little bit spoiled week 2. Now you get to make choices. Now is where the Sunday ticket comes in handy. Now is when you're like, all right, I'm going to watch my team. And then what game? You're going to be a little more picky than you have been the past 2 weeks, but that's okay. There's always going to be weeks like this. Some weeks are hot garbage. Other weeks are like amazing. But I know this fantasy football makes almost all football good. You guys ready for this week?
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
Not yet.
Oh, really?
Have you done your picks yet?
What do you?
I've done my picks.
Yeah.
What are you missing out on, Ralph?
I don't know. I just got to look at my fantasy lineup a little bit.
Have you worked the waiver wire? Do you like where your team is?
I haven't done it yet. I want to though.
Is Ralph?
You feel like the waiver wire is chock full for you?
I just don't want to play you. That's all. If I can avoid playing you, I think I'd be okay.
Is that so?
Does he sound like Max Headroom, or is it just me?
No, he does. He
little
does.
bit, yeah. Ralph.
Do I really?
Yeah.
I was wondering if it was mine, but I'm like, oh crap, I'm actually in studio, so it's not me this time.
It's Ralph. Yeah.
Ralph again
Should I
is the
reconnect?
problem.
Yeah. What? Oh
What?
no, I'm gonna have to turn his mic off. Oh,
I can disconnect and
bummer.
reconnect.
No, you're fine now.
Ralph.
Oh,
We don't need you to IT
you're
crowd
scaring
this.
me. You're
Oh, please,
scaring
don't
me.
do that. That hurts my
Don't do that.
earballs.
Don't do that. No.
Ouch.
No.
All right. We got a lot of texts on the text line. Let's say hello to everybody. King of Kitten says, the Mets beat the Padres today. Diamondbacks 2 games back of New York with 9 games to play. Every time I hear Sterling in the concert promo, I laugh, by the way. Ow. Ow.
So do we. Believe it or not, so do we.
And that's not today.
Never gets
Not
old.
today.
Yeah, we're not giving away those tickets today. Be listening for your chance to win Innings Fest tickets tomorrow here on the Daily Blender.
Not today, tomorrow.
I have to do LA Kid's voice in the LA Kid voice. Yippee! Ralph is on the show today. The best personality on the station. Can you ask Ralph how he feels about the big news today of Clayton Kershaw retiring? I am sad. He's one of the greatest Dodgers of all time. I don't think Ralph heard that because I think he's restarting his equipment there.
He kind of sounds like SpongeBob SquarePants.
Maybe Ralph's just playing a little hard to get with the LA Kid.
No. No,
This
Ralph.
kind of sounds like SpongeBob.
Ralph, when he can
Hey,
hear,
Ralph.
I'll ask him the basic question again.
Ralph, are you there, Ralph?
Bruno Baller says, not sure if you mentioned it yet, but it's National Cheeseburger Day. You can get a free cheeseburger on certain apps out there. Oh, I didn't know that.
Are you kidding me? It's National Cheeseburger Day.
I had
love cheeseburgers.
Korean.
Why are we at work? It's
Barb-
a national holiday.
I had Korean fried chicken today.
Oh, did you
What?
really?
So now I feel just completely
Why
wrong.
is it when I'm out there at the station, you take me out to pizza, but you go out to Korean barbecue?
It's a
What
brand
the
new
hell?
place,
Oh, no.
bunghole.
Wow.
That's why.
Wow.
Bunghole.
Yeah.
I haven't heard that
Man
one before.
alive.
I'll take you to the Korean fried chicken place. It was really, really good. It's only been open since like day before yesterday.
What about
All
me,
right,
what
all
about
right,
me and Ralph?
All right.
No thanks. Stone Beaver says, did Randy
It's
say
okay,
that he
Ralph.
sucks almost everything? Does he make house calls? He says at
Wow.
everything. He said at everything.
Yeah.
Where were we? Oh, by the way, so when you were figuring out and fiddling with your equipment there,
Is it better now?
It is much better.
I mean, I can hear you, so I mean that's subjective. But
Jeez.
LA Kid was wanting to know how you felt about Clayton Kershaw retiring.
I'm sad. 'Cause
Are you
we're-
angry?
No, I'm not angry. I'm
Oh,
sad
that's
because
a
we,
shame.
we knew it had to happen, and he's a legend, and not just a Dodger legend, but a baseball legend. So I'm happy
Yes.
for him. I think it's great for him. He can go be with his family and stuff. But we'll never forget Clayton Kershaw.
He's already with his
Does-
family every day.
Does he make the postseason roster?
Absolutely. He's been their most solid
He's-
pitcher all year.
He's 10-2 with a
Yeah.
3.5 ERA. I mean, look, we talk about athletes nailing their exits, right? Like John Elway.
We're talking about
Peyton
the
Manning.
postseason. We're talking about the postseason, guys.
like John Elway, Peyton Manning. Clayton Kershaw has the opportunity to nail his exit right here. Not many
I'd-
athletes have done that.
I'd-
Bill
I'd like
Russell
to
did it.
I'd like to see him go out on top. I'd love to see them win another ring for him at the end. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
He makes the roster, Randy. He has to. He's been really good this year.
Yeah.
His
facts.
velo is just it's done.
It's
right?
like
Okay,
89
so-
miles an hour.
Yeah.
Here's
Yeah,
the thing.
it's
Clayton
really low.
Kershaw's done, so we don't have to talk about it anymore. Listen, we don't have a lot of time. We only have this hour to do our Harman Solar NFL fan pick 'em picks, and
Yeah,
then the next
yeah.
half hour to talk fantasy football. So you take your boo-hoo, and the Dodger, and you
Okay.
take that, and you just do it on your own show on Saturday morning at 10 a.m., okay?
We got
Oh.
Scott the King coming at 4:15.
I'll
What do you mean
boo-hoo.
4:15? He's coming at 4. He's coming at 4 p.m.
I'm saying we push him back.
You're going to push him back for your sappy ass? No.
He's a Met fan. We push him back.
Shut your Dodger hole.
Don't
We got to
worry,
move
Ralph.
on.
I'll boo-hoo with you. on
Berg
Saturday.
says Triple H is so delusional. Many times, yes. Yo-Yo Ma says, oh, Harris, bless your heart. You've always been known as a fast finisher.
Wow.
Not surprised. Can I kick
Wow.
it?
Yes,
Yes,
you
you
can.
can.
Says, sad to say this, but glad it's a short show today with the negative Nancy in the house. Kick him to the curb. Back to the weekend with Ralph.
I'm sorry.
Listen, as negative and
stand up for
insufferable
Ralph. What are
as
you doing?
Ralph is, I don't think I would kick him to the curb. I think that's a bit of an
I thought he was gonna kick
overreaction.
you to the curb.
No, I don't think I can be kicked to the curb.
Why don't
what
you
I thought
both
I
shut
would.
up so I can read more text so we can get to what we're trying to
We don't
do
do
here?
picks.
Jeez. That's what I'm trying to get to.
Ah, God.
Fish Tank says, I already took tomorrow off from work to recover from how many sad beers I'm going to drink tonight through the Dolphins game.
Mm,
So
yeah.
Fish Tank is the Dolphins fan. Yeah, you don't
Yeah.
have much to look forward to
That-
tonight.
That spread is massive. 12.5. It's rare you see spreads in
I'm
NFL
pulling for
games
you,
that
Fish
big.
Tank. I'm pulling for you.
Sharp Cat says, if you put Harris's dad on the show, you can call your show the Fifth Dimension.
Like my dad's an own dimension in himself.
I don't get it.
I mean, I can say
Mr.
that.
Wilbur says, hi, Randy, and the rest of you. Randy, Cardinals. The Cardinals are
Yes.
2-0. Let's go, Cardinals.
Yes.
Rise up,
Yeah.
Red Sea, he
Yeah.
says.
Rise up, Red Sea.
You know, I thought about Mr. Wilbur today because I was driving in downtown Phoenix and I came across a place called Savi Services for the Blind. I took a
Oh,
picture in the
no.
intersection. All I could think of was,
Oh, no.
man, I feel like that sign should be bigger.
Does it really matter? Does it need a sign?
I'm just saying, if there's
I
mean,
going to
think
be a
about it.
sign, shouldn't it be a lot bigger just to help? I don't know.
It should be at least 48 point font. At
That's
least.
what I'm saying. Maybe bold. Just
48
make it
point
easier to
font.
see.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah.
All right, listen, let's get to this. Nobody else has anything to say that I care about, so we're doing this.
Wow.
Well, no, I mean, the
He's very
texters.
aggressive today.
Listen, we're running out of time. We just
Okay.
blew off 14
All right.
minutes of
All right.
whatever
Yeah.
this was. I
All
want to
right.
get to the picks. I'm very excited about it.
Yeah, all right. There we go.
All right, so Thursday night football here on 1580 The Fanatic. We've got the Dolphins visiting the Buffalo Bills in Buffalo because that's where they play. I'm explaining this for Harris.
Yeah,
Anyway, so the Buffalo Bills, they're 2-0.
Mhm.
Dolphins are 0-2. I don't think anything is going to change personally. I think this is going to be kind of a cakewalk for the Buffalo Bills. Josh Allen, there's nothing that defense for the Dolphins is going to be able to do at all, in my opinion. What do you say, Randy?
Well, in Orchard Park tonight, it's a very lackadaisical attitude. The Bills Mafia are not crashing tables.
Are you sniffing upset for real?
They are sitting around. Did I say that?
I feel like you're saying that.
They're sitting around brewing up some draft beers and some buffalo chicken, and nobody is really at any sort of a hurried pace because the Dolphins are coming to town. And if you know Dolphins, you know that they're slippery, and the Dolphins are going to win tonight by 2 points. Dolphins win.
I only know that they're kind of smelly and they like fish. That's all I know.
Dolphins are awesome.
But
they're slippery.
All right, Ralph.
Super kind.
What do you say?
No,
is there going to be an upset, or is it just you and your fantasy football BFF, Josh Allen, stomping down all over the Miami Dolphins?
I think if Miami can minimize turnovers and penalties, right, and manage the game in chunks, and really just force some big plays, they still don't have a prayer in hell in winning this game. This is going to be one of Randy's score predictions, 73-1.
Oh no,
this is going to be ugly.
Yeah, I wonder about Tyreek Hill playing him in fantasy football. It's not like not like the Buffalo Bills have the best defense in the league.
Yeah.
So I feel like they'll still get some yards and stuff, but I'm not sure if I should even think about playing Tyreek Hill in this mess. So that's my question for the fantasy football king. But Harris, who do you have in this game, the Bills or the Dolphins?
I would play Tyreek Hill, FYI.
I'm not asking you that. I'm asking you, do you have the Bills or the Dolphins?
So I have Buffalo. I was thinking of betting on the spread. I was licking my chops at it. And then I see 12.5. Holy moly. That is a huge spread for any NFL game. But 92% of bets placed in America are on the Buffalo Bills. That's crazy. It's a little suspicious.
Wow.
Who cares who everybody else is betting? What are you, analyzing on this game?
Buffalo wins this game. The only way Miami wins this game is because the Dolphins, you could say, have the worst secondary in the NFL. They're going to have to score an onslaught of points. It's going to have to be like in the 30s or 40s for Miami to win this game, and I just don't think that's going to happen.
I always feel like I got to repeat myself over and over again to the gambling guys who end up working on this show.
Yeah.
You are not trying to find value. You're trying to pick winner or loser in the game. So you got to let go of the gambling mindset. You can say, hey, I think I'm going to bet on this or that. Yeah. But you got to pick with simplistic yes, no.
40-38 Dolphins.
40-38.
Sorry, Jeff.
Well, we're also not doing score predictions, but that's nice, Randy.
I'm going to do Buffalo money line. Is that okay?
Buffalo money line
minus 800.
You're not going to make much.
$10, you're going to get like $1.25.
$1.25 is $1.25. Look what Ralph did in college. 888-368-1580.
Can't argue that.
Moving on to the next game here on 1580, The Fanatic happens on Sunday night. You've got the Kansas City Chiefs visiting the New York Football Giants in New York. I'll let you go first, Harris, on this 0-2 bowl. Can't believe I'm saying that out loud. With my mouth, that the Chiefs are 0-2 starting off a season. Giants, we're used to it.
Sneaky. A little bit of a sneaky game.
Don't.
I'm still going to pick Kansas
Unwatchable.
City, but I think the Giants cover that spread. I think the Chiefs win.
Ralph?
Russ is actually playing pretty well.
He is.
Oh, see, I should have known better because you're a Seahawks fan.
I'm just saying, he leads the NFL in passing right now. Sneakily, right? Because he had a great game last week.
Right.
Sneakily?
Against a really,
That's the word
suspect
of the week, I think.
secondary, though, Ralph.
Yeah, you know what? There's no way the Chiefs are going 0-3. Let's get real. Come on, you got to take. If you don't take the Chiefs,
we never thought they'd go 0-2, Ralph.
Go get your head checked.
We never thought they'd go 0-2.
Oh, somebody did.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'm taking the Chiefs just because they suck and the Giants suck. But who's going to suck more? The Giants are going to suck more. That's just like, I believe that was one of the lines on the tablet God brought down from the mountain. Might have been 8 or 9. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I always fall asleep reading, so that I can't remember. So I'm saying Chiefs.
Chiefs win. Yeah.
All right. Let's do one more and then we'll take a break, okay? We got the Detroit Lions visiting the Baltimore Ravens. Now,
Oh,
this
damn.
is
Why
a
did you have
game.
to do that one?
Monday Night Football. What do you mean, why did I have to do that one?
Ugh.
What's your problem?
This is such a hard game to pick. I mean, last week,
hard.
yeah, it is. Because Detroit put a 50 burger up. Baltimore.
Who did they put the 50 burger up on?
Well, but they put up a 50 burger. Everything was clicking.
Cartilage in my knees are clicking.
It's outside in Baltimore. It's going to be kind of nippy out there. I think I'm going to take Baltimore because the mouth breather is not very good in the outside games. Give me Baltimore, but I think it's going to be closer than other people think.
You're wrong. You are wrong about your new version of the mouth breather. Jared Goff used to be bad in cold weather games.
Yeah.
Then once he heard somebody say that, he became good in
It's
cold
no
weather
longer
games.
But this is not a cold weather game. It's just nippy.
Outside, nippy, doesn't matter.
It's
I
just a
think
little
he'll
nippy.
be fine. But here's the thing. I agree with you. I think the Ravens win this one at home. I think there's still coordinator problems. I think there's still offense and defensive scheme problems for the Lions. They're going to continue to improve, but the Ravens are already there. I think the Ravens will be just fine. I don't think it's going to be close. I think
Okay.
the
All right.
Ravens are going
All
to
right.
take it by 2 touchdowns. That's
All right.
my guess.
2 touchdowns.
All right. So we've heard from Randy. We've heard from me. Have we heard from Harris yet?
No.
That's a shame.
I am going to take Baltimore in a really high-scoring affair. Both of these
Mm.
defenses, a lot was expected from them, kind of haven't delivered. Detroit's given up 24 points per game, 21st least in the NFL. Baltimore, 29 points per game allowed this year. That defense has been suspect, to say the least. Detroit's going to make this game close because Baltimore's got issues at corner. I think the Ravens' run defense is just fine with what they have in the front seven, as well as their safeties playing back. They got good safeties. So that being said, there's just no way of stopping this Ravens offense with Lamar Jackson as a dual threat and Derrick Henry. And I think Detroit misses Aaron Glenn a little bit more than they even miss Ben Johnson. So that being said, I'm going to take the Ravens in a really high-scoring affair.
Ralph?
I'll make it
Randy?
quick. I know it's
Ralph? No,
I'll
wait,
just-
hold on. Does he make you tired with math too? He
Yeah,
makes
but-
me very tired with
Oh,
math.
yeah.
I like math.
I'm
I go to
already
sleep
drowsy, and he's done
Every
that.
time,
Yeah.
every time he starts talking, I go to sleep.
Oh my gosh.
So okay, Ralph, your turn, and then we got to go to break.
Yeah, I'll stick with you guys. I'm on the Ravens. I'm not sold on the Lions yet. I have to see another good game against a good team before I get sold on them. So Ravens, we'll make it simple.
All right, we got a couple of interesting games to talk about. We've got all our own games to talk about, and if you guys have a game you want us to talk about, text it on in 888-368-1580. I know the text line is chock full of texts waiting to be read. You guys are going to have to wait. We'll get to you. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic.
Get our free app and listen to the Daily Blender everywhere you go. Get it today, wherever you get your favorite apps.
Hey everybody, it's Mark Asher back to tell you about my great friends at the Lund Mortgage Team. Did you know that the Lund Mortgage Team was founded back in 1999? That's right. They're celebrating 25 years in existence this year. And you know what you have to do to stay in business that long? You have to be good at what you do. And the Lund Mortgage Team is not just good, they are great. They have helped thousands of people save thousands of dollars over those 25 years here in the Valley of the Sun. They only lend in Arizona, and they're mortgage brokers, which means they can shop your rate around. They're not tied to just one set of rates. Mortgage rates can get crazy. They can get high. They can get low. There's good times to strike, and there's times to stay on the sideline. Let the Lund Mortgage Team be your coach, be your team leader when it comes to these huge decisions. Call 623-875-9940. That's 623-875-9940, or you can always check them out at lundmortgage.com. Great website with all the tools you need. Call them today. They're my great friends, and you'll love them. It's the Lund Mortgage Team.
My name is Georgios Tsetis. I'm the co-founder of Nutrafol. My hair started thinning in my early 20s. I tried everything, and nothing was really working. So we created Nutrafol. Our hair growth supplements undergo clinical trials and have helped millions of men and women get visibly thicker and stronger hair in just 3 to 6 months.
Get growing at Nutrafol.com.
Yes, I am.
Nutrafol.com. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent
Computer.
disease.
1580 The Fanatic is giving you the chance to experience Innings Festival with performances by
Blink 182, 21 Pilots, Mumford & Sons, Cage the Elephant, Sublime, and many more.
February 20th through the 22nd at Tempe Beach Park. Listen for this sound to win your way in.
Ow! Ow! Ow!
On the Daily Blender, weekdays 3 till 6. You can also score your own tickets now at inningsfestival.com/innings. Innings
They'll resolve it soon. I'm confident.
at Tempe Beach Park.
Forgot something inside.
They'll
while
resolve
picking
it
up
soon,
food
I'm
from the
confident.
store? Never leave a child in a car. In Arizona, heat stroke can happen in seconds. Temperatures can rise 20 degrees in just 10 minutes, making a vehicle dangerously hot. Heat stroke can happen even in the shade or when it's below 60 degrees outside. Once you park, always remember to stop, look, and lock. Visit heatstroke.az.gov to learn more. This message is sponsored by the Governor's Office of Highway Safety.
2025 NASCAR Championship Weekend.
October 31st through November 2nd. Experience the thrill of NASCAR racing
At Phoenix Raceway.
October 31st, it's the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series Championship. November 1st, it's the NASCAR Xfinity Series Championship. And it all culminates with the NASCAR Cup Series Championship on Sunday, November 2nd. This event will sell out.
Go to PhoenixRaceway.com for more.
Don't miss the NASCAR Championship weekend at Phoenix Raceway.
Get your tickets now.
Weekdays at 6 a.m., broadcast veterans Dave Ross and Jensen Lewis share their insights, break down games, and analyze the data to give you an edge. By the Books takes you inside the numbers, showing you what you should look for to help you make the most of your sports betting decisions. By the Books with Dave Ross and Jensen Lewis. Weekday mornings at 6 a.m. on Arizona's sports betting station, 1580 The Fanatic, and at 1580thefanatic.com.
Today, the Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic. Clammy Goose says, man, Harris might put in his 2-week notice before Thanksgiving layoffs if he keeps getting bullied like this. I can guarantee you that won't happen. 888-368-1580. Firefighter says, thanks a lot, Randy.
Yeah.
Now I'm hungry thanks to your 50 burger talk. How many burgers do you think you can eat?
A 50 burger.
I can eat, and I don't know if I could do it these days, but when I was 25, was I on the show? I think I was on the show with you when I ate 5 Whoppers in one sitting.
Yeah, okay, 5 Whoppers.
I about died.
All right, but remember back in the day when you and I were on the radio, we did mornings, and we could put the food away, Jack.
Oh, remember the wing eating contest, the pizza eating contest? We had all kinds of. It was a lie. We didn't care about the contest. We just wanted to eat.
Just wanted free food.
Yeah, we got it from Sardella's Pizzas and Wings.
Oh,
for
my
sure.
God.
I
we
think
could put the food away.
Out of the 4 of us, I think I absolutely clear in a burger eating contest.
Dude,
I
I would destroy
There's no
all of
question
you.
I would absolutely win.
Where did you get all this unearned confidence?
I think Ralph can vouch for me. He's seen me eat. He saw me eat all those tacos.
You trashed a bunch of tacos. Tacos are just easy. Those are bite size.
I've done 6 Big Macs in a sitting when I was young.
All right, but
I was young.
That's comparable to 5 Whoppers with cheese. By the way,
How old were you when you did 6 Big Macs?
16.
Oh, sorry.
I used to eat like crazy.
Child, please.
Big Macs are small.
No, Big Macs have
I
like
ain't worried about
2,000 calories.
Well, I don't care about the calories. It's about how much you can fit in your gut.
12,000 calories, baby.
That is
You know how I'm feeling? I'm feeling like there's going to have to be another eating contest.
I would be.
I'll watch.
It has to be gluten-free for Ralph.
Yeah,
I don't eat a lot, so I can't
would
be mean.
absolutely
I
be
can't
willing.
eat anything.
I
you
can
guys.
eat. I can
I'm
eat.
trying to watch out
anything
for my
and everything.
figure.
Well, I mean,
I can eat anything and everything. I would win.
That's
No doubt.
because he's a cow.
Well, we would just put hot sauce in your food, so it would give you like a disadvantage.
What do you
We'd
mean
make
a
it super
disadvantage?
hot?
All right, can we get back to the damn picks? We're running out of time.
Burns! It burns!
It'll burn going in and out.
I should have never asked the question I asked. I don't know what's wrong with me. All right. Fish Tank says, Randy, you are a sweet, sweet, delusional man, and that's why
Thank
I love you. Go Dolphins.
Yeah.
Nurse Scratch, it says, the Savi School for the Blind does some great things. Yesterday, went to the Diamondbacks game, testing a tactile machine where they could feel the ball in the field and play as real time. Yeah, it's called getting hit by a foul.
So did they had a machine they could put their hands on?
Like they
'Cause I know
put
this
their
is
hands
a-
on like this mat and they could feel where stuff was and where it was happening. That's
This
actually
is
pretty
cool.
That's
This
nice.
is really, really cool.
Yeah.
I've
cool.
Can we
I've
all
seen
agree
this before? Yeah.
that the little tactile aware stuff happening on the field thing is way better than the person doing sign language next to the police chief when he talks about the tragedy? I'm just like,
Agreed.
can we just get closed captioning up on that?
Yeah.
I don't think we need
yeah.
to see the circus act while this guy's talking about the nine kids that just died.
Circus act. Wow.
Jack Wad says, Jeffrey, do you want to trade George Pickens for Juwan Johnson? I'm not in your league.
Mm-hmm.
I am the commissioner of all of our Daily Blender fantasy football leagues, but the people running the teams that have my name on them are other listeners. I'm just there as the commissioner, so you'll have to take that up with whoever's
Do
running
you
it.
have to be the commissioner in every league?
I do. Have you met the
Why?
fourth dimension?
No, I'm talking about the team, the commissioner team.
Yeah, I can't. There's no way out of
There's
it.
no way out of that.
No.
Hmm.
LA
All right.
Kid says, I'll have whatever Randy's drinking today. Hopefully it's a strawberry daiquiri because that's my favorite drink. Oh, that was LA Kid. I didn't read it right. Sorry. Yeah. I'll have whatever Randy's having. Walter Mellon says they're making smash burgers on their flat top tonight.
Mm.
You know, I'll be honest. I don't care for smash burgers. They're kind of greasy. I know.
I like
Anyway,
smash.
I
I
like
like the grease.
You know what? If it's free,
You're
I'll take
young.
it.
You can eat grease.
Yeah.
All right. So let's get back to this because we
All right.
are just running out of time.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's talk about some good games. All right. The Rams and the Eagles. I feel like that's going to be a good game. Both
yeah.
teams
What a
are
great
undefeated.
Yeah.
Matthew Stafford seems like he's doing all right after having that back spasm scare. They don't have the Cooper Kupp anymore, but Puka Nacua seems like he's doing all right. And then they
Yeah.
got this kid, McConkey, who's
Yeah.
doing all right. He's questionable last time I saw, so we could check on his health status. But all right, we'll start with you, Harris.
I'm going to take Philly, and I think this game's going to be really close. I don't know if the Rams have faced elite competition just yet, so it's a little quick to say that they are a great team. Granted, they have an awesome track record, and the receivers are great. There is one thing to keep out a look for. The Eagles, their weakness, if you had to nitpick, is cornerback. They lost Darius Slay, some dudes that they lost as well. Well, the Rams at receiver could have the best 1-2 duo in the league at that position. So I think the Rams are going to make this really, really close. I just don't know if the Rams are going to be able to stop that run game and cover those receivers as well. So Eagles win in a really close one.
You think close because here's the thing that's going to hurt the Rams is
Yeah.
Lad McConkey. I'm sorry, I'm on the wrong. Sorry, Lad
Yeah,
McConkey's on the
it's
Chargers.
yeah.
Sorry. Wrong, bad logo team. My bad. All right, Ralph, what do you say about not what I'm talking about, but what he's talking about?
I guess, I like the Rams in this game, but
Mm.
what scares me is their offensive line's they're banged up a little bit.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure how they're going to do against that front of the Eagles. It's ridiculous, that front. Right? It's so good.
Uh-huh.
I think it's that, and it comes down to if Barkley can establish the run. If Barkley can run on that Rams defense,
Good D-line.
I think the Eagles could make this an ugly game. But if they can stop Barkley like they did last year in the playoffs a bit until that one play, the Rams can make it close. But I'm going to go Eagles at home. They don't lose a whole lot at home. They're a pretty good home team. I'm going to take them in this game because of my interest with my fear of the injuries and stuff having impact.
So the Rams and the Chargers have the same color scheme. That's what got me. Also, I selfishly only care about my fantasy football team, and I have McConkey, and I'm worried about that.
Same city, too.
Just found out he's got an arm brace on, but he has a full participant in practice, but that doesn't bode well for his numbers. Okay, but back to what we're doing right here. Randy, the Eagles, Super Bowl champions, the Rams suddenly look good this year. I mean, is that a fake good like what we saw from the Cardinals, or is it a real good, like the Eagles?
So having heard what you just said, I take that very personal, and I'm going to go on with my very real account of what I think is going to happen in this game. Look, it's a game in Philadelphia at the bank. Am I mistaken here?
No, you're
I
right.
think it's at the bank. Yeah. And I don't think that Los Angeles is that good of a road team. And I quite frankly, I think that this Eagles offense can do what they want to at will. So give me the Eagles to win. I think it'll be a good game, but I don't think it's going to be a blowout. I think maybe 2 touchdowns or a touchdown and a field goal, and the Eagles will win.
I feel like the Eagles are going to curb stomp the Rams.
Wow.
The Rams are good in their division.
Wow.
But that's it. I don't think that the Rams, they're missing something, and I'm having a hard time putting my finger on it. I mean, I know that Cooper Kupp leaving is not the death nail for them, but it feels like the Rams are missing something. You had something to say, Harris?
Is it too late for me to change my pick?
No.
I'm really thinking about this game critically.
You're going to pick the Rams.
I'm going to pick the Rams.
No, okay. What is that
Over the
based on? Because
Eagles.
I just got done telling you that I think they are not up to the level of the Eagles, but they're a fairly good team, but they're missing something.
Yeah, the Eagles got really outplayed by Kansas City last week. If you look at the stats critically, Kansas City outgained them by 80 yards. The Chiefs had more first downs, more yards per play, more passing yards, more yards per carry. The difference is just the one turnover, that one interception. So that being said, I think
is he using sabermetric?
Yeah, he's using the slide ruler right now as we speak. He's got an abacus on the back wall. It's just silly.
Is he using sabermetric?
I saw his hand doing something, but I wasn't sure. I didn't say anything.
I don't like to ask that. HR won't allow it.
Yeah.
Aren't you HR?
Yeah, I won't allow it. I don't want to know. I'm afraid you'll answer if I ask the question.
Well, as I looked at this game from just a wide point of view, I was like, Eagles win. And then I look at it critically, and it's like, Eagles have kind of a weakness at corner. They kind of got outplayed by Kansas City. Dallas was able to move the ball a lot. If it weren't for that Miles Sanders fumble.
What do you mean they got outplayed by Kansas City? They
just told
beat
you.
Kansas City.
They got kind of outplayed from a per play basis. I mean, they won because of the pick, but ultimately, and the Kelsey drop. But
I think the offensive line's scary.
Yeah, the Rams have a
that's
great
my
D
thing.
line though. I'm taking the Rams here. Upset. Give me
All
the
right.
Rams.
You know what? Here's the thing about our Harmon Solar NFL fan pick'em picks. Okay.
Yeah.
That is, you can change your pick right up till game time. So Harris picking and then
changing
going,
my
wait
pick.
a second, that's perfectly fine. Nothing wrong with it.
Yep.
But you are also allowed to do it right up until game time. I don't mean the first game time. I mean the game of every pick's game time. So, listen, because people get injured, things happen, people get arrested a lot. So we allow that in the Harmon Solar NFL fan pick'em contest. All right, so let's go. Let's get one more in before we go to break, and let's go for another good game. Let's talk about it since, I wanted to earlier. Chargers hosting the Denver Broncos. Chargers look so good, and the Broncos look, their offense but their defense is still pretty solid. So, Randy, what do you say? The Broncos visiting the Chargers at that giant spaceship of a stadium in L.A.
Well, the little horses are coming into to the Sparklers home field, and I feel like the Los Angeles Sparklers are running sort of on their own little power grid there. They've had a couple of good things happen. They're feeling good. Their quarterback, Justin Herbert, he's got a new Clearasil contract, and he feels like he's on top of the world because he no longer has pimples on his face. So give me
proactive works.
Give me the Sparklers over the little horses, and I think it's going to be a 2-touchdown game. Wow. I think the Sparklers win big.
I feel like it might be closer. I'm going to go with the Chargers. Like I said, the defense of the Denver is going to give the Chargers a little bit, but it's more like a speed bump than a brick wall. So, yeah, the Chargers, I think, are fully realized, and they'll win this easily. Ralph?
Well, remember now, Khalil Mack went on the IR, right? That's a big blow.
Mm-hmm.
But the offense is just firing on all cylinders, so I'm not worried about that.
I agree, but losing him is a big blow.
It is, of course, in his elderly state.
Still, that defense has looked really good. Man, they've been pretty spot on. That offense, I agree with you, man. Until they show me something else, how do you go against them?
Right.
I can't, because right now Denver is not playing like I thought they would. There seems like there's something. You say there was something wrong with the Rams. I feel like there's something wrong with the Broncos.
I agree 100%.
It may be the lack of talent at wide receiver. I'm not 100% sure, but something's not right.
Is it something with Michael Bonix Jr.?
I feel like it's Penix. Penix.
It's Bo Nix in Denver.
Bo Nix.
Michael Bo Nix Jr.
I just combined their names
Nix.
because I thought it'd be fun.
It could be the soft.
It also got a weird look on everybody's face.
Yeah, because he said Bo Nix. I was thinking something else.
Yeah,
but I'm taking the Chargers. I'm with you right now. You got to show me that you could beat the Chargers. Right now, they look really good.
All right, Harris, I'm going to ask you to keep it brief, but I know that's impossible, so just do what you can.
Yeah, a lot of people are betting on the Chargers. I think the Chargers, they haven't been able to run the ball as well as you'd think. Last week, 3.1 yards per carry against the Raiders. I'm on record in the preseason saying I don't trust a lot of the weapons around Bo Nix. I don't know if Denver has done that well enough. This game is going to be lower scoring and closer than the public seems to think. And so I'm going the Chargers, but in a really defensive slugfest. That Denver secondary is going to make things hard for that offense.
So you're looking at a low-scoring game.
Very low scoring. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I don't know that it'll be that low because, like I said, the Chargers offense is just on fire right
Broncos secondary is best in the league, man. Like, these receivers aren't going to play better competition than what Denver has.
now. Might not have a lot of scoring. You're right, but it's going to be fun to watch. All right, let's take a break. We'll come back. We've got our games to do. Of course, Randy White's epic Cardinals pick is on deck, and we'll talk about our teams too. And like I said, if you guys have something you want us to talk about, 888-368-1580. I mean, matchups. I don't want to talk about like your cankles,
right?
Or some
cankle
sore
talk today.
Yeah,
right.
Not today. Another day. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic.
I would like to speak to someone in authority.
Follow us on Facebook, X, and Instagram. Search 1580 The Fanatic or link to us at 1580thefanatic.com.
AZ Preps 365, your source for all the news, info, highlights, and more. Athlete news and interviews. Talk with coaches. Keep you up to date with the changes, moves, upcoming events, and more. AZ Preps 365, Arizona's ultimate prep sports show. If you miss a minute, you miss a lot. AZ Preps 365, Saturday mornings 8 till 10 on 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic, and always on at 1580thefanatic.com. 1580 The Fanatic is giving you the chance to experience Innings Festival with performances by
Blink 182, 21 Pilots, Mumford & Sons, Cage the Elephant, Sublime, and many more.
February 20th through the 22nd at Tempe Beach Park. Listen for this sound to win your way in. Ow! Ow! On the Daily Blender, weekdays 3 till 6. You can also score your own tickets now at inningsfestival.com/innings. Innings Festival, February 20th through the 22nd, Tempe Beach Park.
Mommy, how come I can't sit in the front seat?
Because I love you and you're just not ready yet.
Putting your kids in the right seat for their age and size is an act of love. Check that your kids are in the right seat at nhtsa.gov/the right seat. Love protects. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
1580 The Fanatic.
Dave Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic. Hey, Harris, you've been awfully quiet about this all week. Now, let me just say, I did not pay attention to what the picks were going to be this week. I didn't pay attention because, here it's kind of like with the show. Every time we do a show, I get off air and I immediately forget everything that we just did. And it's on it's like a self-defense mechanism.
I actually understand that. Yeah.
Because so much happens in any given show, and I just kind of have to let it go. And then people are like, hey, it was great when you did that on the show. And I'm like, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah.
That said, I think that one of us might have noticed that the Colts are playing the Tennessee Titans this week, and we might have talked about it, and we might have had a bet about it. But I don't think there's any way in hell you want to bet me that my Colts will do anything but beat the living hell out of your Tennessee Titans.
Yep.
So that's what I'm saying. So there's no bet involved then, huh?
Well, Jeffrey, there's a reason I've been awfully quiet about this
That's
game.
exactly it. Yeah. So
Yeah.
do you want to do are they going to cover the spread? Or is is Cam Ward just going to climb up into the stands and start weeping? I mean,
wow.
I think the Colts are going to cover the spread.
All we can do is a prop bet. I mean, that's pretty much it.
You have any
Cam
ideas?
Ward's he's gonna jump up in the crowd with that 50-50 sign and say 50-50 right here. The 50-50 raffle. Go ahead and throw it in. You could win half of the raffle. That's what he's gonna do.
He's just going to go to work selling up there.
Oh,
huh?
yeah. Yeah.
There, unfortunately, is nothing that I'm confident in with the Titans. I think, look, first half in Denver and the Rams, they looked actually kind of okay. Still don't think Cam Ward has looked that bad. I just think the pieces around him have not been great at all. They're really depleted at receiver. They have by far, not sure if you've seen the stats, but Cam Ward has more throws this season under pressure than he does in a clean pocket. So the offensive line is just rough, pass protection wise, run protection wise right now, it's just a wreck. What's going on in Tennessee? It's a rebuild. We all expected this. I think the Colts win and cover the spread.
Not
Jeffrey,
Phil. I
don't see
can't
any way
believe.
that I could bet
Don't
on
talk
this.
to me about the Colts covering the spread. Will the Titans? So here's the thing: I can't believe that it's only 3.5.
Right.
That makes no sense to me at all.
Yeah.
Nobody believes in the Colts.
Yeah, and I'm not
I believe in
sure
the Colts.
that
Well,
I'm
I
completely
do.
on board with them being the kind of team
matter.
people starting to think they are. But
Thanks, Ralph.
so the Tennessee Titans at home versus the Colts. So okay, Ralph.
Look, this is easy. You said it just now. The Titans' offensive line is hot garbage, right?
It's looked very.
It's hot garbage,
very
right?
bad.
Their defense
Especially with
against the
Latham hurt.
defense against the run is hot garbage. Jonathan Taylor, I know whoever has him, he's going to have a huge fantasy day.
He's going to get a lot of
Absolutely.
volume, I think.
And
yeah.
I think Daniel Jones, because of that, is going to have a pretty decent fantasy day as well.
Yeah, it
Col-
was sturdy.
This will be a lot bigger than 3 points. This is going to be a little ugly. So I'm going to take the Colts.
Yeah, I don't know what numbskull picked that spread, but anyway, Randy, what do you say? You've been the one sole person who has picked the
Yep.
Colts each week, believing in the Big Blue, saying,
Yep.
yeah, my friend's team is better than he thinks. And boy, I'll tell you what, thank you for being so right. I got to tell you that.
Yep. I'm going to be right again this week, Jeffco, and you might as well stake your claim on this one. The big Colts jump in there, the Big Blue Horseshoe, and they're going to win. I'm sorry, Harris. I would love to say this is a game that was so hard to pick, and I had to really do some I didn't have to do any research, really. I mean, come on.
No need.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
I
know.
just look at the two teams, and
No.
I'm sorry, Harris. The big Colts.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. it
Well,
is- it
if
is what
nothing
it is.
else, we are unanimous. The
Right.
Titans will remain winless, and the Colts will remain undefeated.
See, some teams are good enough to where like you don't know what you're getting, but they can at least grab your attention. I don't feel like my attention has been grabbed whatsoever.
I'm already
with
bored
this
hearing about the
team.
Titans.
Yeah, so we can.
What are we
can
talking
move on.
about?
So here's the thing: how many wins do you need to call yourself undefeated? Because 2-0 is not undefeated. That's just
5.
too
I mean,
early.
technically, it is undefeated.
No, I know
Well,
technically, but like
Yeah.
respectably.
5.
Oh, respectable.
Ralph says
I-
5. I kind of feel like 4.
4.
Well,
yeah,
I,
4.
I think 4
We'll
or
go with
5. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I
But
think
I
Ralph
can
is
I can
wrong.
go with 5.
Ralph is wrong. I
No,
think
I
it's
can
4.
go with 5 because why?
But if you go,
why make it
if
so
you go
easy?
2-0
Still think he's wrong.
against some like really good teams, like if you
Like the
if
Cardinals.
you play the Chiefs one week and then you play the Eagles one week and you beat both of them and you're 2-0, I think you're undefeated.
Technically, you
Well,
are.
No, I'm just going to say there's a standard. 4 games at least. 5 is probably better
Wow.
for respectability
Okay. All right.
on the
all right.
undefeated part. But
All right,
technically,
Big Blue. Big Blue this
technically,
week.
yes.
Okay. All right.
All right, so I think we can just rush through the next one. The Seattle Seahawks at home against New Orleans Saints. All in favor of the Seahawks winning, say aye.
Of course, I. Come on.
Aye. Did you aye, Harris? I didn't hear you aye.
I eyed. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Aye.
I
He went naval
Aye,
on
aye.
you.
eyed.
So there's not much to talk about, Ralph, but that's your
No,
team. So I'll let you
I-
say a few
I
words.
mean, there's not a whole lot to say. 7.5 point favorite, Harris. So that's pretty good.
Yeah.
The Saints have looked good in spots, right? Spencer Rattler has had his moments, but overall, that team's just got a lot of issues. They don't have a prayer that they're going to go into Seattle and win that game. I think it's going to be an
I
ugly
mean,
game. They're going to get killed.
they don't have a defense. They don't have an offensive line.
Right.
Spencer Rattler is the sacrificial lamb.
He is right now. I agree with you.
I think the one thing they have is probably an offensive line. I think their O-line can.
Not
An
this week.
offensive line?
Yeah, they protected Rattler pretty well.
I just
Barely
checked.
sacked.
Spencer Rattler's legs unbroken, so they have to have
Well,
some sort of
okay.
offensive
All
We'll
right.
see
line.
how he
Yeah,
does
all right.
against
They-
the Seattle front
but-
seven.
But
Okay.
that's the only way that the Saints win is if that O-line just hauls, keeps them protected,
Oh,
and they run the ball
I-
well enough. I don't
God,
think that's
I
gonna
don't
happen.
see it.
I don't
Seattle's
see it,
defense
yeah.
is going to shut them down. They'll be lucky to score points.
Yeah, I think this is not a
just
lot of
don't
points in
see
this
it.
game.
We got to get over to Randy's team, but here's first. LA Kid texts in. Can you talk about the Rams game, pretty please? Hey,
We already did.
moron. Yeah, I mean, rewind the tape. We just did it. What's wrong with you? All right, sorry. Okay, so let's talk about the San Francisco 49ers, unbeaten at home versus the unbeaten Arizona Cardinals. All right, I'm going to let you start, Ralph.
Okay. I mean, I said it last week, and it was funny. I saw memes this week on social media that had the Cardinals 2-0, the worst 2-0 team in NFL history.
In NFL history is a bit of a stretch.
I know, but that's what the meme said, which I thought was funny. And no, I did not make the meme. I think this
I
is
know
an
that because it went viral.
Right. This is an interesting game, obviously, because Purdy's out. Mac Jones, I think, can do a respectable job like he's been doing. I think McCaffrey could have a really big week against these guys. I'm sorry, guys. Cardinals are 2-0, but they're not impressive at all. They were 2 games that they should have won in blowouts, and they were against 2 of the worst teams in football. Cardinals have nothing to talk about right now. And Michael Vick at quarterback, I'm sorry. I mean, Kyler Murray at quarterback, not impressed at all. I think he looks terrible so far.
I see what you did there.
You saw what I did? All right, I'm going Niners. As much as I hate the Niners, I have to go Niners.
So the San Francisco 49ers is a big question mark on my sheet. I got a question mark by Raiders and Washington for a different reason. But when I'm looking at the 49ers, Brock Purdy, is he playing? Is he not playing? I'm not as high on Mac Jones, I guess, as everybody else is. Arizona Cardinals, yeah, God, but they've won. I mean, they've done enough to win. And so my whole thing is I'm going to say 49ers, but if Brock Purdy doesn't play, I have to think really hard about maybe switching that over to the Arizona Cardinals. The Arizona Cardinals defense is not the worst. The offense is not the worst. I mean, there's a lot wrong. And those 2 wins were ugly. They didn't feel good. But, man, I'm telling you, the 49ers, they are vulnerable right now, Harris.
Yeah, they are pretty vulnerable in a lot of injuries. Kittle, Ayuk, obviously, McCaffrey, Brock Purdy, and the onslaught has already started. I still think they have enough firepower to beat this Cardinals team. And so for that being said, give me San Francisco. I think they can run the ball well. The front 7 with the Cardinals has shown up. And so that is a positive sign. But
look at Calais Campbell on the defense.
I thought I would see more from Marvin Harrison Jr. I thought I would. We've seen it from Will Johnson, but I just don't know if the Cardinals have enough to keep up with them. And I think Mac Jones can get the job done in this offense. It's a West Coast offense, a lot of short passes, yards after the catch, and give me San Francisco.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It's time now for Randy White to make his pick between the Arizona Cardinals and the San Francisco 49ers.
There's a bit of a misconception that the Cardinals cannot beat the 49ers. Let me tell you, things have started to change. Let's take you back to last January 5th, 2025, when the Cardinals absolutely disassembled the 49ers 47-24. And this means that the Cardinals are starting on an upswing. Yes, there's many obstacles to come, and I'm not gloating. I'm simply saying focus. Your focus this week should be on an outright obliteration of this team from Santa Clara, San Francisco / Northern California. The red and gold's time has passed, and it's now time for the Arizona Cardinals to begin a trek to the top. I say this weekend will prove to be the defining moment for you, Big Red C. When the Cardinals roll into Santa Clarita? What is it? Santa Claus? California, just outside of San Francisco. And they will start to disassemble you once again, right in front of your own fans. That's gonna hurt too. This week, it's going to be huge. I don't want to underscore the greatness of the 49ers, and I don't want to sound braggadocious, but I have one goal in mind: Super Bowl win. And this week is yet another step in the direction towards that goal. With a win this week, the Cardinals will send a message to the rest of the NFL. We're back, and we mean business. The Cardinals will win 76-14 in what will forever be known as the Great Gold Meltdown in Santa Clarita? In Santa
Claus? Where is it again?
Yeah, I believe it's Santa Chlamydia. I think that's what you're looking for there.
Is that what it is? Yeah. Santa Chlamydia.
And by the way,
That was
Ralph,
good.
go ahead and
Yeah.
hold up that nifty little Cardinals helmet you have there. That is an actual
my
signed Kyler Murray helmet, game worn.
I know. I was trying to put it on. Randy got me
Yeah,
fired up.
your head is too big. Your head's too
I
big.
couldn't get it. Oh, there we go.
So there,
I've got Kyler Murray's helmet right here.
I like
Yeah.
the black one better.
I
The
got to
black
be
one
honest.
is cool.
The black
No.
ones are very cool.
I do
looking.
like the
No.
one they're going to wear next
No.
week, though. That's kind of cool. Have you seen the new one?
No,
the
no, I
the
haven't seen
rivalry
it.
one. It's pretty
Wait,
cool.
we've seen the rivalry one, the speckled one, like if
Yeah.
somebody threw it in the laundry wrong or
Oh,
something.
it's like
I like
like
it.
it's like a construction helmet they threw in there, and when they were like spot painting stuff.
It's like a camel sneezed on it.
Yeah.
Dimeback dude text in says, Ralph, shut your whorish mouth. I don't know what that was about, but I got to be honest. He's probably right.
Yeah, probably.
Fish Tank says Kyler Murray has that dog fight in him. I mean, that dog in him.
That dog in. Oh, you got one.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. Well, you gave me this.
That's right.
You
I
gave me
did give you
this,
that.
Ralph. Hey,
That was a great gift.
that's right, Jack.
Clammy
Look who's
Goose
coming for you.
thinks, by the way, if you're listening on radio, he's holding up another helmet. Clammy Goose says this will be a high-scoring shootout. Cardinals win by a field goal, and it'll be another ugly win for the Cardinals.
I don't see that.
Yeah,
You're damn right.
Hard for
You're
me to pick any of these
damn
teams.
right.
Everyone listen carefully. Against the Spread is here. He says Miami is in trouble tonight. The Bills always blow out the Dolphins. Look at the scores since Josh Allen has started in the past. I'm taking Buffalo to cover the minus 11.5 tonight.
Sure. Big spread. I don't know if I can take that big of a spread.
Yeah, that is a risk
Yeah.
right there.
Can't take a big spread.
Taco Kenny says Estodo. What's up, Taco Kenny? You all
better
right.
believe it, Jack.
Big George says, on this date in sports history? Yeah, probably not. We just don't have time. These guys chitter-chattered away a bunch of the time in the very beginning of the show where I probably could have gotten to it. So really,
yeah.
Big George, you're
Ralph's fault.
You're 7 foot.
On this date in Big George's sports history,
Yeah.
the Cardinals beat the 49ers, Jack.
So Big George, I know you're 7 feet tall and a lawyer, can do a lot of damage, but it was Randy, it was Ralph, and it was Harris. It was not me,
I did
Jeffrey
it on
O'Brien.
It was all Ralph.
I did it on purpose.
All right, guys. Fantasy football questions next on The Fanatic.
With Robinhood, not only can you trade individual stocks and ETFs, you can also seamlessly buy and sell crypto at low costs. Trade all in one place. Get started now on Robinhood. Trading crypto involves significant risk. Crypto trading is offered
I'm going to get Scott on.
LLC. Robinhood Crypto is licensed to engage in virtual currency business activity by the New York State Department of Financial Services. Crypto held through Robinhood Crypto is not FDIC insured or SIPC protected. Investing involves risk, including loss of principal. Securities trading is offered through an account with Robinhood Financial LLC, member SIPC, a registered broker-dealer.
80% of youth in Arizona don't drink, smoke, or use drugs. Want to know the reason why? It's you. Kids say not disappointing their parents is one of the main reasons they choose not to drink or use drugs. Visit talknowaz.com because while you might worry you aren't getting through, you are. Keep it up and stay up to date about the latest Arizona drug trends at talknowaz.com. Sponsored by Substance Awareness Coalition Leaders of Arizona.
We could tell you what it's like to drive the Nissan Rogue and tell you all about its performance capabilities, like its VC turbo engine. It's I can go virtually anywhere type of freedom. Nice. But you don't have to take our word for it. Go drive it for yourself. You're up. Experience the power of the Nissan Rogue.
Drive the Nissan Rogue. Get 0% APR on the 2025 Nissan Rogue, Pathfinder, or Murano. Visit your local Nissan store and nissanusa.com today. For well-qualified buyers, example, 0 down payment, 60 months financing at $1,667 per month per thousand financed. Actual down payment may vary. Subject to Nissan Motor Acceptance Company credit approval, not all buyers qualify. Dealer contribution may affect actual price set by dealer. Contact dealer for details. Ends September 30th.
He said he's not going to be on camera, but next week he'll be on video.
Services for over 20 years, I finally confirmed what investors really want, including me. And it's simple. All they're asking for is 20% annual return with no risk and 100% liquidity. Here's the problem. A money market is safe and liquid, but offers almost zero yield. Mutual funds and ETFs are liquid with upside potential, but aren't safe. A carefully selected next-generation index annuity through IQ Wealth may offer 10% ample liquidity, principal protection, and a lifetime income yield potentially double to triple that of quality bonds. By yielding more income using fewer dollars, our system allocates more money for you for capital growth. It's a winning combination.
Call leading annuity authority Steve Jurich now. 480-902-3333. Guarantees rely on the claims paying ability of the insurer, so compare with Steve. 480-902-3333. Call Steve now.
KQFN Tempe.
Also transmitting on K257CD Phoenix at 99.3 FM and K240 EU Fountain Hills at 95.9 FM.
Quiet, people, settle down. Because it's time.
Time for what?
Showtime.
When does it start?
Right
now. 3, 2, 1.
Let's get on with the show. Let's do it.
All right, everybody, it's 4 o'clock here on the Daily Blender. I'm your good friend, your radio pal, Jeffrey O'Brien, not alongside Randy White. He had to step out, but we got Ralph from the Weekend Warriors. We got Harris Hicks in the control room, and joining us is Scott, the Fantasy Football King Engel. That's right, Mr. the King to you guys. Fantasy Sports Writing Association Hall of Famer, writer for Seahawks.com. He likes to write about, he writes for Advanced Local, and he does sports betting on the Roto Baller. You can find him online at many different places on social media at Scott E. the King. Now, Scott, you generally are on the Twitter, right?
Yes, I do sports betting for Advanced Local and fantasy on Rotoballer. And Twitter is Scott E. the King.
Yeah, okay. So I got most of it right, but you should probably rewrite that for me and send it to me. I'm a mess.
I think I'm going to do it. Yeah.
We try to do this over Twitter. It's just not working out. But listen, what always does work out is your fantasy football advice. You are the man. Do you ever just get over how much you're right all the time and how much people lift you up on their shoulders and chant your name?
It's cool, but, they're not always right. Any fantasy, like, analyst worth the salt is going to admit when they're wrong. I think years ago they did like a study or something. Like the best of us are like right like 55 to 60% of the time, I think.
Where do you find yourself? Do you think you're higher?
In the 99th percentile.
Shut up, Harris. I didn't ask you.
I finished number 10 as the most accurate ranker on Fantasy Pros last week, so
Thus
I had
answered.
a good week. Yeah.
Yeah. Well done, my friend. Well done.
Yeah.
Well, it's always great having you on. And of course, Randy had to step out, but listen, I'm going to use up his time. I think I always get annoyed when listeners send in questions with 5 different names, and you don't ever seem to really worry about that. That doesn't bother you.
No, that's what they have. That's what they have.
I'm very glad to hear you say that because I have 5 names that I need to ask about. So here's the situation. I was looking at McConkey, and he's got an arm brace on his arm, and I'm a little bit worried about him. He did have a full practice today, but I've got a nice stable of wide receivers. So I got 5 guys, but I can play 3, 2 in their slots and 1 in the flex. And if you don't mind, I'm just going to rattle them off to you.
Okay.
Okay, I've got Malik Neighbors, Tyreek Hills, Jacoby Myers, McConkey, and Oil of Olave.
I would sit McConkey and Olave. Olave going against very good Seattle secondary, and McConkey just hasn't been the McConkey of last year so far.
Can I tell you how smart I feel right now? Because right now I haven't touched it, but I have Neighbors and Hill and Myers in the flex. So I guess I got it right.
Yeah.
Hooray.
Yeah,
me.
you did get it right.
And it didn't take as much time as I thought it would take. So you and I can chat about anything we want because we can just not answer any of Harris's questions. We don't have to.
Wow.
Well,
That's not
Harris
very
is
nice.
good at it, so he can answer his own questions, I guess.
You know, that's really
why, thank
annoying.
you.
Can I tell you how annoying that is? He is quietly in the lead of the Premier League right now as far as points.
I'm not surprised.
Subtly.
He'll go down this week.
Thank you, Mr. the King. I appreciate that. Of course, you're not surprised.
But I appreciate your advice. And here comes Captain Ass Kiss.
Listen to how should I say? He answered me like Kip from Napoleon Dynamite. You know, it's like, of course I'm in first.
That's funny.
Well,
I
he's
love
more
technology.
like Eddie Haskell from Leave It to Beaver. But you know,
Yeah.
go ahead. All right, Harris, do your worst. Ask him what you have. And again, I guess if it has to be a betting question, that's fine.
Well, it is going to be a betting question.
I knew it.
Last week, look, Scott the King, you are right more times than not, and congrats on the top 10 finish. But you went against the Falcons pick last week. I'm going to give you a chance to redeem yourself here. Week 2, what do you think is your best bet? What team are you betting on?
What's my best?
Or week
bet
this
for
coming
week?
Sunday.
I just like the
Yeah.
stones on Harris to tell the fantasy football king and an expert in
Okay.
betting and fantasy that he needs to redeem
I know, I
himself
heard
to
that.
him.
I thought, when are you going to cut his mic?
Yes, I really need to redeem myself in his eyes.
How
Yes.
dare you?
Yeah, I'm going to go with whatever the over is receiving yards on Jackson Smith and Jigba.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's like 68, which is too low.
That is too low.
Yeah,
After the targets he's been getting too? Week
Yeah,
1, you
yep.
got a lot. Yeah.
yeah.
I like that.
All right. Now,
Yeah.
unless you have more to say about that, Scott, back to the fantasy football questions.
Well, I take betting too, so, either way.
All right, Ralph, what's your question?
My turn. Good afternoon, my
Ralph?
Seahawk brother.
Good win last week.
Yes,
I
it was.
tell everybody that. Like I told you guys, that defense is going to be good.
Have a nice bye week this week.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's going to be ugly this week. I have a question for some receivers. I've got a few that I want to try to figure out, just kind of like Jeffrey. I've got Travis Hunter, who's not done much. Got Pearsall. I've got Shakir. The guy from Tennessee is the rookie, Iomonor.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I've got Kirk. What two would you start?
Did you auto draft?
Well, Kirk he can't start because he's injured.
Okay.
So it's Pearsall. What's the other two?
Pearsall, Hunter, Iomonor, and Shakir.
I think I would go with Shakir and Pearsall. I like Shakir against the Miami secondary. It's terrible.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Makes
Yeah.
sense. Thank you, sir.
The other thing is DeAndre Swift is questionable. Do you have any information on his condition for the game against Dallas?
They're different shades of questionable. If he was limited at practice, he should probably go. But I think, we know more on Friday evenings than we do on a Thursday.
So he's got a quad injury and he's had a couple of limited practices this week. I don't know if he was a full go today or not. Maybe Harris, you could look that up. That'd be cool.
Yeah, you still, if he was limited, it's more positive than negative, but it's not fully certain,
Yeah. All right, so let's get to the fourth dimension. That's right. The listeners are ready, and there is a long list of questions already on deck for you at 888-368-1580. And here we go. Chosen One says, hey, Mr. the King, would you start Waddle against the Bills tonight or Higgins versus the Vikings?
Higgins, definitely, even though they're going to a backup quarterback, he handles the offense pretty well.
Also, he says, pick two, Higgins, McLaurin, or Jay Jennings.
I'm going to sit McLaurin there. I don't know if Daniels is going to play or not. Even with Daniels in there, McLaurin hasn't been doing much. Missing the entire preseason has led to a slow start.
You brought up a question with McLaurin. What's the word on Jaden McDaniels? Is he set to play, or are they going to have to go to a backup?
Again, it's kind of early, but Marcus Mariota was the one addressing the media this week, so that could be a sign that Daniels might be out.
Well, I was gonna pick the Washington Commanders, but I might have to change that over to the Raiders. All right. So Swazman says, "Hey, Mr. the King, should I bench AJ Brown? My choices to replace are Jalen Waddle tonight or Chris Olave on Sunday, or should I just stick with him one more week?"
I'll stick with him one more week. Olave's got a tough matchup, and I don't want to play Waddle against the Bills.
I've seen a lot of people trading AJ Brown, and the person receiving saying, "Oh, I think he's going to have a breakout game. He's getting ready to come." He's, you have belief in AJ Brown.
They're trying to wish it into existence.
Right.
Yeah.
You can wish in one hand and crap in the other, and see which one gets
Yeah.
filled first. So
Yeah.
I would say that this is a new texter, but this person texted in October 3rd, 2024.
Wow.
We never heard from them again. It was a fantasy football question for you, and now they're back. So I'll ask the question: start Bo Nix
back.
or Daniel Jones?
You got to go with Daniel Jones the way he's playing. He's. Well, how about those Colts?
How about them
2-0.
Colts,
I
huh?
think they're going to be 3-0 this week, and Jones is going to have another good game.
So I got Daniel Jones and Justin Herbert, but I should stick with Herbert, right?
It's closer than you think. I'd stick
He's
with
done
Herbert,
pretty
but it's
good.
close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You made fun of me for having Herbert early on, but he's actually been pretty solid.
Yeah, they're throwing more than they've expected, though. You got a good quarterback situation there. I actually have Jones, I think, top 9 on my lineup ranks on Rotoballer.
I know. Well, so you think I should switch him out, huh?
No, you got Herbert in there.
Yeah, that's what I said.
That's fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Moving on. Don't yell at me. Big George says,
I won't.
Shut up, Harris. Nobody's talking to you.
I yelled at you.
Big George says, Scott E., the king of fantasy football. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Was that the question? Thank
No,
you.
there's more
I
question.
hope you're
but
doing well.
I don't know why he feels like he needs to ask that. I already asked that, George. Would you start Justin Herbert or Patrick Mahomes this week in the quarterback position?
I'm the way Herbert's playing. I'll stick with him this week.
How about Cooper Kupp, Scary Terry, or Travis Hunter in the wide receiver position?
Ooh. I think I'm going to go with Cooper Kupp against the Saints.
So how do you like Cooper Kupp's trajectory right now, where he's moved off to? Being a Seahawk,
but,
or is that a homer thought process?
Let's see. We've had one quiet game and one good game, but this is a better matchup this week.
It's an astoundingly good matchup. You're right. All right. He also, nope, that's it. Underpainter says, should I start Matthew Stafford or Jared Goff?
Definitely Goff. Stafford's a better real life quarterback than he is a fantasy quarterback.
That's, I like that. He says, in my flex, J.K. Dobbins or Isaiah Pacheco?
It's tough to play Pacheco right now. In fact, I was just telling people, the ESPN's reporting that if Pacheco doesn't pick it up soon, that rookie Rashard Smith might get a shot. So pick up Smith if you need some running back help and stash him.
Yeah, I'm kind of hurting for a running back situation personally. I got Genty and Swift. Then when Swift started limping a little, I looked over and I oh crap! All I've got is Sampson, the running back from the Browns. Woof.
Yeah, I would pick up Rashad Smith, but that may not happen this week though.
Gotcha. Let's see. Hefty Lefty says Sutton, Jameson Williams, or David Montgomery in the flex.
I'm going to go with David Montgomery. Best shot of a touchdown.
Then he has another flex. He says Jacoby Myers or Tyler Warren in a different flex.
We don't know if Warren's going to play or not because of the toe injury. If he plays, you start him. If not, you go with the other guy.
I was not aware that Tyler Warren had a toe injury.
Yes, he does.
Oh, God. Latina Leprechaun says, good day, my liege, my leader, my king. Oh, I dream of this segment every week.
Oh, my gosh.
Should I start Brenton Strange?
Can I get video of that?
I know. We can
get a room. Get a room.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
her husband might have to pay for it, but
Oh,
Yeah.
I did not. That's a plot twist.
she says, should I start Brenton Strange, Hunter Henry, Zach Ertz, or Dalton Schultz in the tight end? How do you have so many tight ends?
Yeah, you don't need to carry so many. You can at least cut Strange. And you said Dalton Schultz too?
Right.
Yeah, you can cut him too. So it comes down to Hunter Henry or Ertz. I'd probably start Ertz every week. By the way, remind me if we ever hang out one day, not to have you as my wingman.
Well, listen, as your wingman, I'm giving you the code. Like, dude, she's got a husband.
I know that.
I'm trying. That's a great wingman.
Look,
move.
he's met
But
him. He
I'm,
knows.
but I'm all the way on the other side of the country. I can flirt safely.
Hey,
All right.
just because there's a goalie,
trying-
doesn't mean you can't score.
And I'm trying to help you.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm trying to help you get across the touchdown. You know, I mean,
I'm kidding.
Latina the Leprechaun also says Krosky Merritt or Cam Scadaboo in a flex.
He's got Skidable. I go with I'll go with Krosky Merritt. I'm just not sure what Scadaboo's workload is going to look like yet.
All right, listen, we've got tons of people on the text line. We might need to kind of pick up the pace a little bit, but that's on us. We got to take a break. It's going to be a quick one, and we'll be right back answering your fantasy football questions. 888-368-1580. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic.
The Weekend Warriors, taking sports talk radio to a new dimension. Listen to Ralph, Neil, Phil, and guests.
Hey, do the strings look right on the computer? I'm just making sure.
Games.
If you like the NFL, this is your shot.
The matchups.
This will be the last year we
Hall
will
of
ever
Fame
see
matchup.
one 3,000 strikeout player, much less two facing each other.
The Weekend Warriors.
We are known to chant as well.
Weekends on 1580 The Fanatic.
My name is Georgios Tsetis. I'm the co-founder of Nutrafol. My hair started thinning in my early 20s. I tried everything and nothing was really working. So we created Nutrafol. Our hair growth supplements undergo clinical trials and have helped millions of men and women get visibly thicker and stronger hair in just 3 to 6 months.
Get growing at Nutrafol.com. That's Nutrafol.com. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and
Yeah,
Drug
and next break is at 30, correct?
Administration to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Hey everybody, it's Mark Asher back to tell you about my great friends at the Lund Mortgage Team. Did you know that the Lund Mortgage Team was founded back in 1999? That's right, they're celebrating 25 years in existence this year. And you know what you have to do to stay in business that long? You have to be good at what you do. And the Lund Mortgage Team is not just good, they are great. They have helped thousands of people save thousands of dollars over those 25 years here in the Valley of the Sun. They only lend in Arizona, and they're mortgage brokers, which means they can shop your rate around. They're not tied to just one set of rates. Mortgage rates can get crazy. They can get high. They can get low. There's good times to strike, and there's times to stay on the sideline. Let the Lund Mortgage Team be your coach, be your team leader when it comes to these huge decisions. Call 623-875-9940. That's 623-875-9940, or you can always check them out at lundmortgage.com. Great website with all the tools you need. Call them today. They're my great friends, and you'll love them. It's the Lund Mortgage Team.
1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic.
Live and local.
Get all the insights and information on pro football from your home for the NFL.
1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic.
It's okay if there's no music. Just turn on the mic. Oh, here we go. It's a Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic. And yeah, we had some technical little glitches, but they're fine. Everybody's fine. How are you?
Wow.
We got Scott, the Fantasy Football King, answering your fantasy football questions right here and right now. So without further ado, let's get back to the thing. And yeah, Latina Leprechaun says, hey, I found out that Scott is married too, so we're both in the same boat. Thank you, my king.
There we go. You guys need music? You know, I can provide it if you want.
Oh no.
I had no idea that you were a musician.
If need be, I can sing too.
Look, I'm more like you know, I can rap some classic rap for you if you want.
I would love to hear some classic rap right here, right now on the Daily Blender. Let's hear it.
Yep.
If this is my recital, I think it's very vital to rock around this right on time is tricky. Here we go. How's that?
I just never would have expected that.
I knew it was going to be Beastie Boys.
Yeah, you had to
I knew
go
it.
old school. You did some Run DMC too, or is it just Beastie Boys?
That was Run DMC.
Yeah,
oh,
that's
he's
what I
right.
thought.
That's right. Do some Beastie Boys.
Yeah. I don't do the Beastie Boys.
Oh, come
I do
on.
LL Cool J if I could do that. My radio, believe me, I like it loud. I'm the man with the box that can rock the crowd, walking down the street to the hardcore beat while the JB feet straight to the concrete.
That is amazing. That is amazing. I love it. So, all right.
That's better than picks.
Yep.
So
the BC Boys are ones that everybody likes who didn't claim they didn't like rap.
You know what's funny? I've been listening to a lot of the older rap music lately, and some of the older urban and R&B. And I just got to say, it was a different kind of sound back then, wasn't it? It was more friendly, more melodic.
It was better.
It was good.
It just was. It was really good. The current music ain't what it used to be.
I liked it, but when we're discussing urban music, like you said, sir,
listen,
you want a really underrated, great '80s rap group, Houdini.
I remember that. I remember Houdini. Yeah. And by the way, you are like 19,000 times Lux lighter white than I am. Don't even act like I'm the king Caucasian around here.
You're both pretty white.
I am translucent. And a good clear day, you could see through me 3 miles unobstructed.
He'll be a ghost for Halloween. He doesn't even have to dress up.
Just showed up the way I did, but you are far whiter than me, Cracker. Anyway.
Wow.
Cracker's not a bad. I don't mind it.
It's like a white
Hey,
contest.
Scott the
I like
King,
crackers.
if you need an opening act before, I can sing some Adele.
Okay,
Just saying.
everybody stop. We got to answer fantasy football questions now.
Yeah.
And Latina Leprechaun says that you have real talent. Let's move on. Swave Dave says,
only matters what she says.
Mr. the King, Rams, Colts, or Patriots defense?
Definitely the Colts. I like the matchup. Cam Ward has not looked good so far.
Mm-hmm. Ain't that the truth? LA Kid says, gosh, Harris, get a room. I haven't seen this much ass kissing since my last orgy in West Hollywood.
Oh, you're one to. I
All right.
now got that.
Questions.
I
Fecal
bet
mist.
that didn't happen. Anybody who brags about it, it probably didn't happen.
Ramonde Stevenson, George Pickens, or Hollywood Brown?
I think I'm going to go with Stevenson. He's playing well right now because I guess he feels like the rookie breathing down his neck. And Pittsburgh's run defense has just not been good, especially with rookie first-round pick Derek Harmon out.
All right. Sir Drives a Lot says Pearsall or Shakir?
I'm going to lean towards Shakir again. That Dolphin secondary is pretty bad.
All right. And Shooter McGavin says Geno or Browning?
I don't like how Geno's playing. I'm going to go with Browning. He's got weapons.
Fish Tank says, if Jaden Daniels doesn't play, you taking Russell Wilson or Michael Penix Jr.?
I don't like Wilson going against an 0-2 hungry Chiefs team, so I'd probably go with Penix. I'd go with Browning over both of them, though, if he's available as a free agent.
Whistling Gerbil says, hold Brandon Allen or cut for Benson or Tyrone Tracy. This is a 4-bench spot league.
You want to repeat that?
Hold Braylon Allen
Right.
or cut for Benson or Tyrone Tracy in a 4-bench spot league.
Oh, okay. I would cut Braylon Allen and I would pick up Benson, who's starting to get more run than I expected.
Cool Jr. says,
I would pick up Rashard Smith over both of them, though, because he could eventually start for the Chiefs, like I said.
Cool Jr. says, which players should I start? Devontae Adams, Marvin Harrison, Wan'Dale Robinson, please and thank you. Which two?
I'm going to sit Wan'Dale Robinson. I know he had a big game last week, but I'm just not convinced.
Beer Nut says, hello, Mr. the King. Which 3 running backs to start? Barkley, James Cook, Javonte Williams, Bucky Irving.
Wow, what is that, like a 3-team league?
I don't know. It's not ours, then.
You have to bench Bucky Irving there. Wow.
That's a weird thing to say, huh?
Yeah, it is.
All
That's
right.
stacked.
Dr. Danger says, let's see here. He says, thanks, Mr. the King, for taking my questions. He says, for my flex, should I start Worthy or Harrison or Judy?
We don't know if Worthy's playing or not yet. So right now I'm going to say Harrison.
All right. And then he says one more, if you could oblige, Stafford or
Sure.
Bo Nix.
I go Knicks again. Stafford's a better real life quarterback than he is a fantasy quarterback. Yeah,
Against that defense. Wow.
yeah.
Let's see.
I just don't like Stafford. He doesn't have much of a ceiling. You know, Knicks can run a little. You know, neither one is a great choice. I would start Browning over both of them.
Okay. Wow.
Amaya D says pick 2 running backs: Judkins, Scadaboo, Pacheco.
I'm not ready to start Judkins yet, but against that Green Bay defense, they're so darn good. But you know, I can't start Pacheco right now, so I think you'll have to go with Judkins.
So I'm not sure if I was actually hearing you 100% right. Were you saying Zamir White is a running back that people should grab?
No, I said Brashard Smith.
Oh boy, I was way off. My brain.
I don't think they sound alike. So no.
Wow.
Let's see.
He's caught in 2024 with that text from October.
I am juggling a lot right now. Let's
Yeah.
see here. Moist One says, go Hawks, Omarion Hampton or Travis Hunter.
I can't trust either rookie right now, but Hunter's got a tough matchup. Neither one has a good matchup. I'll go with Hampton because, you know, when you're in a tight spot like that, you at least take the running back that'll get carries. You know he's going to touch the ball.
All right, let's see here. Beer Bob says Bo Nix or Drake. I think both of them have tough matchups.
No, the Steelers are not a tough matchup. I'd go with Drake May.
Swazman says, another question, Daniels, quarterback, Washington, or Kyler Murray with the Cardinals?
I don't know if Daniels is going to play.
Right.
So your decision might be made right there.
Gamecock says, you better not ignore my question, Jeffrey. Well, with that, let's move on to the next one. Swave Dave.
Wow.
David Montgomery or Nico Collins in the flex?
Yeah, you don't say Nico Collins. I'm not worried about him yet. I just traded for him today.
Oh, Eye Candy says, let's see. I'm confused. Oh, here it is. He was the king in the flex. Would you play today Odunze or Flowers? I think it's a mess of a text, but he's trying to ask if you'd play Odunze or Flowers in the flex.
Well, I like both of them a lot, but I got to go with Flowers against the Lions. I do like Odunze, though, too.
All right, Gamecock, I'm going to ask your question, but don't you ever threaten me again. All right, so here it is. He says, who wins this trade in one PPR? Judkins, Kyler Murray, Garrett Wilson in exchange for Calvin Ridley, Breece Hall, Drake May.
The team getting Ridley, Hall, and May is the one losing the deal.
There you go. If you get Judkins, Kyler Murray, and Garrett Wilson, you've won the trade.
It's but you don't win big. I mean, you know, it's one bad side for a mediocre side. You know, I don't see it helping either team very much.
Donnie says Wandale or Cooper Kupp in the flex.
I'm going to go with Kupp. I just don't believe that Robinson is. You know, him and Russell Wilson have developed a good rapport, but Wilson played the game. He had a career high in passing yards routes last week.
I know.
Like, we almost saw some classic Russ last week, the way he was slinging it, but I don't think it happens again against Kansas City. It was fun to watch, though. It reminded me of the best Russell Wilson days in a way.
Shooter McGavin says, I won't do it this week, but can you play Sutton and Franklin, or should I just go with one?
It really depends on what your choice is every week. You know, it's Franklin or, who else? Like, Franklin's not a must start at this point. And I don't like depending on too much on one team, because if the Broncos score 10 points in a week and the only touchdown is a rushing touchdown, you're screwed. And then if Sutton has a good day, maybe Franklin doesn't, and vice versa. So if you got both of them, I'd try to flip Franklin probably if he has another good game. Trade him.
All right, so we're down to the last part of the show here. Let's see, Kamara or Wicks in the flex spot. That's Wicks from Green Bay.
I do like Wicks, but I know Kamara's going to get more touches.
Big George says Cooper Kupp or Marvin Harrison Jr.
Harrison Jr. probably every week.
And the last question, Moist One says, the Mets or the Diamondbacks?
The Mets, man. Come on.
Yeah, I know. Listen, it's kind of nice to see the Diamondbacks show moments of promise and fun, but if we're honest, it's best that they did not get into the playoffs.
Talking to a Mets fan, though, so, what do you expect me to say?
Well, I'm a Diamondbacks fan, but I'm a realist. You know what I'm saying? Scott, the Fantasy Football King Engel, I am so glad to have you with us every week, and we will see you next week. That is at Scott E. the King on the socials, and Thursday Night Football is up next here on 1580 The Fanatic.
Get all the insights and information on pro football from your home for the NFL. 1580